What's good, little babies?
I am FaZe Clan. I have this shit tattooed on my fucking body. This is my life. I put so much time and effort and energy into this.
FaZe dominate New York in 2017. FaZe Clan are your champions.
This will live on past me. This is my legacy.
We want FaZe! We want FaZe! We want FaZe! Watch me no scope competition, cause the flow is just insane. No doubts in this campaign. I'm a beast in this damn game. Just call me LeBron.
What's good, little babies?
I actually moved in with Tommy. We're gonna be living together, making videos, making really good videos. I really can't believe where I'm at in life right now.
I'm so excited to move to California. I'm over the snow.
I came out here by myself with the hope and the dream of being one of the biggest people on the internet. I can honestly say I did it.
People really associate the word FaZe with family.
Imagine how dumb I feel right now.
To my fans, to all of FaZe's fans, I love you so much.
FaZe up. FaZe up. Let's go, baby. Yeah.
Peace, love, and FaZe Clan.
Ricky Bengston wasn't always FaZe Banks. In fact, when Banks started his career, FaZe were his competition. Like a lot of gamers who played first-person shooters back in 2012, Banks was a trick shotter, and a damn good one at that. Early on in his YouTube career, Banks, or Banks Has Bank, was the leader of SoaR, a Call of Duty trickshotting and sniping clan that was much smaller, but in a similar vein to FaZe. At the time, FaZe were the big kids on the block, and had exploded in popularity due to their viral Illcam series, whereas SoaR were a smaller trickshotting clan looking to make a name for themselves.
Honestly, I'm a firm believer in if you don't do something different, you're not going to succeed. Nobody wants to subscribe to a channel that is exactly like another channel. You know, you had FaZe, Dare, TGN, Supra, all these teams that were bigger than us. You had to, you know, jump in and do something different.
In the early 2010s, gaming on YouTube wasn't always the Hollywood-esque spectacle it is now. Back then, uploads were short and raw. There weren't always fisheye lenses or luxurious backdrops, just fast 40-second Black Ops 2 360 no-scopes. That was the order of things online. If you wanted respect, it was earned through trickshotting, and Banks garnered plenty of respect. As SoaR grew, Banks began to insert a little bit more personality into his channel.
Next question. Lil Wayne XBL, have you ever been in trouble with the law? If so, what for? I don't know why he said law, but I'll answer this. It's probably gonna take me a while to answer, but I'm just gonna answer thoroughly.
He had that sort of low budget, let me tell you about my life kind of charm that you'll find a lot of if you venture into the archives of YouTube's biggest stars. It wasn't always pretty, but it was passionate and authentic. With his popularity on the rise, one of the most influential partnerships in the history of gaming took place in March 2013.
As you can tell from the title of this video, or you know, if you've been paying attention to my Twitter, YouTube past few days, I joined FaZe, which is fucking sweet.
The uniting of Banks and FaZe was a jumping off point for the organization's future. He and Temper, another early FaZe member, lived 20 minutes from each other in Massachusetts, and very quickly made the decision to move in together to continue to allow FaZe to grow.
I actually moved in with Tommy into his place. If you guys have seen his videos, he's posted videos like at his apartment and stuff. I'm in Will's room now, so we're gonna be living together, making videos, making really good videos.
In addition to producing his usual content, Banks began to splice in general FaZe content as well. He saw an opportunity to build the FaZe name into something larger than Call of Duty, something with a real identity. It was also with the addition of Banks that FaZe Clan kicked off their popular FaZe 5 YouTube show, a first step into personality-based content on their main channel that proved to be extremely popular.
We tried our best to make it, you know, a complete event. We didn't want to do a regular recruitment challenge. We wanted to be different, and I really think we achieved that, which was the overall goal. Well, the overall goal was to get 5 amazing players. We did that, and you know, a close second is for you guys to enjoy the content, and I really think you guys did.
Even early on in its development, there was an urge from Banks and company that FaZe Clan should be known as much as a lifestyle product as for the gaming footage they put on the screen.
They say there's no such thing as a dumb question. Boy, is this a dumb fucking question. What's so good about Chipotle? What's so good about you? What isn't so good about Chipotle? It's fucking delicious. Chipotle's the best. I live for Chipotle.
When he was a trick shotter without a camera, there was no mistaking the personality that Banks brought to his content.
That's kind of a personal question, but I don't give a fuck. I'll answer it. I lost my virginity 8th grade summer.
In a way that's become normalized on YouTube over the past 5 years, Banks was willing to bear it all very early on.
Her friend was down to do some weird shit with me and my girlfriend, and I was obviously 100% down for it. I was excited for it. I was ecstatic. This is something that every guy wants to do.
Banks wanted you to know who he was. To him, it was all about being real.
I really can't believe where I'm at in life right now. I can't believe where I was at 2 years ago, and I think about it every day. I think about you guys every day. I fucking love you guys, and I just want nothing more than just to make you guys laugh, and I want to give you guys a place to have fun.
It was with Banks that Ill Cams was all of a sudden paired with lifestyle content. It was a way of letting fans see what went on behind closed doors in a way that was unconventional at the time.
Yeah, this is my setup. I got one monitor here. I honestly don't know the specs for it. I know the specs for this one. This one will be with my my computer specs, but I got the 2 monitors. I'm gonna get another one when we move into the house.
They never forgot their roots in montages and COD content, but they quickly paired it with content that allowed its members to build their online audience. With each passing week, Banks and FaZe Clan felt like your YouTube friends, your homies that you got to know a little better with each upload. During FaZe's early years of development in late 2012 and into 2013, the organization took the dive into FPS esports. One of their biggest rivals in the trickshotting game was Optic Gaming, and Optic were one of the first content creation orgs to leap into the competitive world. In early 2013, right around the time Banks joined on and things were starting to gather momentum, FaZe fielded their first Call of Duty esports roster. It was with that COD team that FaZe Clan splintered even further. They added an esports presence to their channel, and Banks and Temper were the faces behind all of it.
FaZe are gonna take the UMG Dallas Grand Final 3-0 in the first best of 5.
As FaZe started to grow into the org that we know today, Banks took a major step back from the content creation throughout 2014. After all, somebody had to handle the business side of things. But that was all about to change. With FaZe's growth and more people involved behind the scenes with FaZe Clan than ever, Banks took a new direction with his content in 2015. He left the trickshotting and gameplay to other members of the FaZe Clan brand and dedicated his channel completely to his personality.
My single favorite thing in life, my favorite kinds of experiences are personal experiences, relationships, human interaction. I love people. I fucking love people. That's why I started YouTube in the first place. That's why I like to travel and go to places like EDC New York. This is what I live my life for, to meet new people.
To put it simply, he became a vlogger. He decided to turn fucking around on the internet into his product.
Obviously, you guys are probably wondering how the fuck I broke this, and I debated on whether or not I should tell you guys the truth. I got into a fight, and I'm not a punk. I don't look for trouble. I was at my house, and I was defending myself, and that's really all I have to say about it.
But this new approach didn't last long. In 2016, Banks quickly disappeared from YouTube again, this time for a much more serious reason. Anyone familiar with him knows that Banks has always been an expressive person. Someone who's never afraid to speak his mind, get emotional, or let himself go wild.
I won! Oh my god! I just won $1,000! Holy fucking shit!
And that larger-than-life personality was only amplified by the increasingly massive force that FaZe was becoming. Both their influence in the gaming space
Let's go, FaZe! Let's go, FaZe!
and in content creation. Even as FaZe Clan continued to grow and the esports side of the operation was trying to branch into Counter-Strike, Banks hit rock bottom.
About 1.5 years ago, a little bit further than that, almost 2 years ago, I started to overthink things. I wasn't sleeping a lot. I was running really fast. And at this time, I was the overall leader of FaZe. I thought I could never go down. I thought I could never, I basically didn't think anybody could tell me shit. I handled things super poorly during this time. Between that and the combination of just my fucking mind being so lost, I hit rock bottom. I went from here all the way down there, and it was the worst part of my whole life. I went crazy in February of 2016, and I lost my fucking mind, and I pushed all these guys away. Long story short, I got myself submitted to a mental hospital.
But he bounced back. He got back to YouTube and took things to the next level.
Yeah, I just fucked around and accidentally got the best tattoo I have, so there's that. See it?
FaZe was still surging as a brand, and they wanted to see that continue. And the way they did that was to move the entire operation to Los Angeles, California. After some time, Banks joined the rest of them on the coast, but not in the FaZe house. At the point that Banks moved to LA in 2017, he was still a part owner in FaZe and still worked on a lot of the front-facing parts of the product.
By the way, I don't know why people think for some reason I'm not still in FaZe. I'm a part owner in the team. I'm still in FaZe. Stop asking me that, please. Can you guys stop asking me that?
But the company was massive, and there was no need for Banks or any of the OG FaZe guys to be involved in the business side of things. So when FaZe went to LA and Temper, Rain, and Adapt and company moved in together, Banks went with them, but lived down the street to a different house with different roommates to start a new project. This time, not about gaming meets lifestyle. This time, it was a full-on entertainment brand. Clout Gang.
10 racks for you guys. You guys know what the fuck's up? This is for real though. No trolling. First person to find this shit wins. I need help! Rice just convinced me somehow to sit in an elevator with him.
Bro, thank you so much.
24-hour
challenge, man. Because we have an elevator at the crib, so we might as well just try this.
Banks returned to YouTube in a massive way and collaborated with some of Los Angeles' most beloved and controversial YouTube stars to create content that was about living. He was gonna make videos, sell clothes, and make it big and flashy.
Yo, Cardi, stop by the crib. It's his fucking birthday today, so happy birthday, homie. We got Ugly God in here. And this bitch. Lil Uzi deadass just pulled up.
Yo, Lil Uzi's here right now. I love Lil Uzi.
That is so cool.
This new era of his content was a little less about FaZe and a lot more about Banks. But he never forgot his roots.
What happened to the stencil?
And his channel exploded. Over the course of 2017, Banks' channel jumped from just over 1 million subscribers to more than 4 million.
I came out here by myself with the hope and the dream of being one of the biggest people on the internet and doing all these crazy things and seeing out all my ideas and making all my dreams come true. And I can honestly say, I did it. I fucking did it.
He'd become the kind of celebrity that fans would tune into just to see what they were doing, what they were wearing, and who they were hanging out with. He got rich online with just a console, a capture card, and a dream, and it was something that everyone wanted to watch. Since the transition from scuffed controllers and search and destroy maps to Yeezy sneakers and Gucci bags, Banks has found himself in spats with some of the internet's most talked about celebrities. Notably, he was caught smack dab in the middle of the infamous breakup between Jake Paul and vlogger Alyssa Violet, who moved into the Clout House and began dating Banks immediately after their split.
Just to touch on and update you guys on me and Alyssa since her birthday. She's officially my girlfriend now. Weird, it's like cringy to say that. I don't know, it doesn't need to be that complicated. I don't really care for like titles or whatever. I don't really care what anybody thinks about it.
But of course, there was no shortage of clickable content that came after. To this day, some of the most popular videos to come out of the entire Clout Gang project are the rap music video diss tracks from pitting Rice Gum and Alyssa against Jake.
I can tell that you came with a Disney flow. Hey, ain't nobody ever heard about your Disney show.
From there, he was also accused of and then allegedly framed for assaulting one of Jake Paul's assistants at an LA nightclub while this beef was still festering.
She's painting me out to be this evil, brutal monster who did this shit all on purpose. Roll the clip.
When I was leaving, he sort of clotheslined me and put their arm out in front of me and tried to like pull me. He like put his arm out and like went like this. And I was looking up at him and our faces were really close.
As you guys can see, the DMs from Nick and what she's saying on camera in front of millions of people are two totally different things. And that's a serious problem.
He vlogged all of this.
Yeah, what's going on? It's Fox News. 1 second.
I know that you called our desk last night.
Yeah.
So I wanted to return your phone call.
I was pretty upset, yeah.
Yeah, no. I know you were upset and you felt like you didn't get fair representation in the story that we aired last Friday.
Yeah, that's
so I
to
wanted
say the
to
least.
let you know that we wanted to do a follow-up and wanted to see if you'd be willing.
So I'm actually in the process of pursuing this legally right now, and my lawyers and my team have advised me not to speak with you guys.
From dramatic confessionals to pranks and parties, Banks was in the belly of the internet beast, and he knew how to turn it into content. Since the Call of Duty heyday, Banks has become increasingly distant from the front lines of the gaming space. He had always envisioned FaZe as the intersection between lifestyle and gaming, and that succeeded. But gaming wasn't as big a part of his life as it once was, until Fortnite.
Everybody misses the old FaZe, you know, that old style of just heavy gaming, cool clips, cool trick shots, and just like montages, great music behind it.
And we've been waiting for the right vessel to get us there, and that's Fortnite. Fortnite, baby, that's the key word. We're so excited, me and Tony play every single day. We have the best team in the world, don't at me. Tfue, Cloak, these guys are monsters. This game is brand new, man. It's at its infancy, Fortnite. We're gonna do what we did and revolutionize it and change it. And whether you like it or not, we're gonna do it and we're gonna make everybody know about it.
He was swept up in the hype just like everybody else, and naturally, FaZe and Fortnite were a perfect fit. And Banks was an integral part of bringing on board one of the biggest names the gaming world has seen in a long time.
Yo, Rice Game didn't work out, guys. What can we do? You're kind of psyched, but yo, Cloak, you got anyone in mind?
I actually think I might have someone. Give me a second.
Okay.
Yeah, dude, I just gave him a call. I don't know what he's doing. He didn't answer, unfortunately.
Damn it.
Yo, what's up, boys?
Tfue was just so utterly and completely FaZe Clan. He understood that content came first, but when it came time to perform on stage, he had ice in his veins. And he and Banks were boys.
Like, for sure.
Whatever, dude. I need to get the...
Gotta show the homie some love and support the homie. Can't believe I just did that. What the f am I doing with my life?
It's official, boys. We're brothers for life, blood brothers. We use the same needle and everything.
No, do not say that.
Somehow, with the help of Fortnite, the monumental force that the FaZe brand had become was only getting bigger. Alongside Cloaksy, FaZe's Fortnite duo were winning everything, streaming to tens of thousands at a time and uploading 10 million view YouTube videos. But most importantly, they look cool doing it.
515K me and Turner just brought home.
What?
What is wrong with you, dude?
515K.
Bro,
Boy,
you dropped 22.
Yo, alright.
Let's get some food. Let's get some drinks.
Let's
celebrate.
Food. Yo, shout.
With every future Fortnite signing, the brand tightened its grip on the gaming world. But then, controversy struck.
Show the fucking contract, FaZe. Release the fucking contract. Everybody, hashtag release the fucking contract.
News broke that Tfue was suing FaZe Clan, and Banks was crushed.
First off, I just want to say I don't agree with what him and his team have done. I think it's complete and utter. Most of it is a complete lie, exaggerated, and it's tactical, which you don't use tactics and legal strategy against friends. Because I thought before anything else, before the business shit, before anything like that, before egos, before views, before all that, honestly, I thought we were friends. Tfue, I called you my family. I have this kid's name tattooed on my fucking leg. Like, imagine how dumb I feel right now.
The news sent the gaming world reeling, and just weeks later, Tfue's famed duo partner Cloaksy had also left FaZe.
Yeah, we haven't been in agreement with me leaving for the past 6 months because I've been trying to leave for the past 6 months before the whole Tfue thing came out.
Now, in many ways, this incident epitomizes Banks' career, but not in a bad way.
Everyone fucking thinks they want to be a CEO. Nobody wants to be a CEO. It's the worst job of all time. Every fucking thing that happens that's wrong, you're the reason it happened. It's you, and you need to fucking move shit around and make shit happen and make it better. That's you.
Everything comes back to you.
I do that when it comes to the brand shit. Like when something like the Tfue thing happens, it's my responsibility to fucking to figure out how we're gonna sort through that.
Yeah, he lashed out. He was emotional and reactionary when he saw the Tfue news. He was blindsided.
Zasta code is what I used to say about Tfue. He was another one who helped you very, very early on because he saw what I saw in you. You ever pay that forward? You ever fucking cash that check? You ever return the favor on that? Nah. Now it's all about girls who met you after the fact and people who met you after the fact and lawyers who you fucking pay. You've never paid me a dime in your fucking life, and I've done more for you than any of these people ever have and ever could.
But that's FaZe Banks, the heart on his sleeve, scream into the microphone kind of guy.
This situation specifically with Tfue, really fires me up because I've been so emotionally invested in this kid from the day that I met him.
But it wasn't out of greed. It's not Banks writing contracts and making backroom deals. He's the one who found Tfue streaming to 100 viewers and helped turn him into a superstar.
I contacted Cloak and I told him, listen Cloak, you're the captain of the team. I would never normally suggest for you to play with someone or for you to team with somebody. You're the captain. I trust your judgment. I trust your call. I want you to have the roster that you want. But with that being said, please play with my homie Tfue. He's really fucking good. Just scrim with him. Give him a chance. And Cloak's response to that was something along the lines of, I know who he is. We're not interested. Turner knows how to get kills, but he's not good at building. We have this person in mind. We don't want to play with Tfue. Again, I pushed him. Yo, just play with him.
He's what FaZe Clan is, and that's become massive. He's trying to keep up with what he's created, something so much bigger than a kid from Boston could have dreamed.
I'm sure I'm gonna have a shit ton of hate on this video. I mean, you're massive. I feel like I've created a monster in some way, but if that's the price I have to pay, then so be it. I have to tell the truth and I have to get my side of the story out there.
There's gonna be hiccups along the way, friends lost, and messy battles. But if there's anything that's clear watching all of this news unfold, it's that Banks isn't going anywhere. From the moment he and Temper moved in together, FaZe changed forever. They fused gaming and personality in a way that the world had never seen. It was about style and skill all at the same time. And you still see that lasting Banks effect on the brand today. Because of Banks, this is more than just pixels on a monitor. Because of Banks, it's a lifestyle. Thanks for watching. If you want more content like this, hit the sub button and ring that notification bell. For unique bite-sized videos you won't find anywhere else, hit up our Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook pages.